May seem like a whole lot of arrogance to other people, but numbers don't lie. Everything we put on the football field, the film, it is what it is. You can always go back and turn it on. You certainly can. Marcus Spears back here with us. Marcus, I'll start with you. Who is the best wide receiver duo ever?
It's not Isaac Bruce and Torry Holt. It's Randy Moss and Chris Carter. Like, that's the best duo to ever play in the NFL. When you look at both of these guys in a 4-year span, they combined for 93 touchdowns in 4 years. They both were 1,000-yard receivers. And obviously we know Randy Moss is thought of as the best wide receiver to ever play the game. And Chris Carter is a Hall of Famer. Both Gold Jackets, both played together 4 seasons, both went over 1,000 yards each of those 4 seasons, and 93 total touchdowns in 4 years. You got some franchises that don't have that with wide receiver tandems in 12 years. So when you look at what both of these guys were able to do with Culpepper dropping back and throwing that rock down the field, knowing Randy Moss was going to make plays, you know what Chris Carter did, not only in the slot but on the outside as well. Both of these guys together were the most dynamic wide receiver duo. The shame was that they didn't play together longer, or we wouldn't even be able to have this discussion.
Greatest wide receiver ever is Jerry Rice. That's not even a debate. Don't say it's Randy Moss. I'll say Randy Moss plays LeBron to Jerry Rice is MJ. But you're right. If not for Jerry Rice.
I'm taking Randy Moss before
Jerry Rice?
I'm taking Randy Moss before everybody, bro.
Well,
everybody.
Good luck with that. Look,
but let's go.
Randy Moss, one of those is in a. I'll say this: he's in a category different from everyone else, like along with Jerry Rice. Let's put it that way. Okay, we'll agree on that. And Carter is like one of these guys. When I think of the best hands I've ever seen, Fitzgerald, now DeAndre Hopkins, I think of Carter. Okay, so that's the greatest tandem ever.
Absolutely.
We agree about that. And by the way, Bruce and Holt, they also had Marshall Faulk. And by the way, Kurt Warner throwing the ball, who's the league MVP. Like, there's a reason they won the Super Bowl. Not like Culpepper was good, but it's not the same thing. Come on. So I want to bring something else up, though, right now, because it got me thinking. We talk about tandems, but right now, there's the best potentially best three-headed receiving monster of all time in the league right now, and Tom Brady's throwing him the ball. Mike Evans is a legit number one receiver. Number one receiver, and I'm not sure he's better than Godwin. You know, like, I don't know who's better between those two, and I know Evans is a legit number one guy. Antonio Brown, if he's any semblance of himself, is better than both of them. So, like, show me a three-headed monster better than those three ever. Those are legit, like, 3 guys who could be the best receiver on a lot of teams. And Antonio Brown, when I say there's Jerry Rice and then Randy Moss, you can argue with me about that some other time. Who else is even in that conversation? Calvin Johnson, Antonio Brown, right? Like, when you start to look to round out the top 5, you got a guy, Antonio Brown's prime, looks like you could fit in that with, like, Jerry Rice or Randy Moss's prime. You wouldn't know it's not them in terms of the numbers. And you saw him at the end of last year looking deadly in the Super Bowl even. What's he going to look like with a full year after having been on the team already? It's going to be a problem this year. We might be looking at the greatest 1, 2, 3 receiving core ever this upcoming season.
Max, you make great points with that 1, 2, 3. And listen, there is a conversation to be had moving forward with those guys. But I also think about the league and where it is now, right? This is a lot tougher league to play. I mean, it's a lot easier to play in this league at the wide receiver spot than it was when we were talking about the guys that we previously mentioned. I mean, we see quarterbacks going for 5,000, 50 touchdowns. We see the transition of offense in the league and why some of these receiver tandems. And I get it that you're talking about talent and talent alone. And when you put up AB, he's as good as anybody in the history of the league based on what he did in Pittsburgh, Mike Evans and Godwin. But I also think about these guys that we mentioned as far as Chris Carter and Randy Moss. And even if Jerry and Terrell Owens would have played together longer, they may be in that conversation for best overall. But I got to go back old school with these wide receivers, man, because it's just a different league now. And we know that it has a direct impact on how these guys play as opposed to the NBA. I think the skill set in the NBA translates in any era. The physicality in which you could play in football and how you can bump guys down the field and how offenses have changed and transitioned it's harder for those guys like Chris Carter and Randy Moss and Terrell Owens and Jerry Rice to have the success that these wide receivers are having now. So I give it a little bit of pause about bringing these guys in this era compared to those guys playing then.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.